Hello, my divinities. We're going to do this format for today because it's Labor Day and I actually wasn't planning to do a reading, but I had a really interesting dream and I don't want to leave it at that. So let's go ahead and do a collective for today because I feel like the message is important. Okay. And also, I haven't used this deck in a long time, and I felt very drawn to using the fairy deck. So that's what we're going to do. What is the message for today's collect? Oh, let me share the dream first. So in the dream, I actually only remember bits and pieces, like fragments. But the fragments I remember is that I was with a group of people, and there was some sort of I don't know what I would call it, because it was like it was some sort of beast. I don't know if it was like a giant lion or a giant jaguar or a giant panther. Something like that, something along those lines. And I remember telling everybody to calm down because people were like panicking. And I don't know how I knew this, but I knew that if they ran, it activated like the predator in this creature. And I was trying to get them to stop running. And people would just freak out and they would scream, especially the women, and they would start running. And I was like, oh my God, because yeah, sure enough, it would pounce on them. And so I was like, I have to do something. And I remember walking up to it and I was really scared inside, but I was like, I cannot show it fear. And I walked up to it, but I was cautious still. I was walking up to it and I was just like, whoa, like trying to soothe it as I approached, and it started calming down. And so it finally released the woman it had in its claws. And I was just like, approaching it very calmly, trying to get it to calm down. That's what I knew I was trying to do, get it to calm down. And then when I approached close enough, I started, you know how when you have a cat, I like to do this, I don't know why. I like rubbing from their nose up through their eyes, and they love that. Any cat I've ever had loves that. And that's why I think it was a cat, because that part I remember. I remembered that I started rubbing from its nose up over its scalp, and it started nuzzling my hand. And it was like, it didn't harm me. And the impression I got was it was almost telling me, not like it told me, but like the dream was telling me, you can't be afraid of it. You have to show it love, not fear, or it'll show the worst of you. When you show that you're afraid of it, it's almost like it feels the fear and it's like, let me give you a reason to be afraid of me. If that makes sense. And then afterwards, when I was journaling about it, I got the impression of the strength card. The traditional strength card is a feminine, usually the Empress, having this giant, usually it's a lion, right? That she's not trying to control. It's because she loves it that's like, it's loyal to her. It's peaceful with her. So let's look into that, because that's what I want to look into, what that means. So what do we need to know for today's collective? We've got believe. Overall energy, gift revealed. Okay. Number 16. And I'm doing it this way because today is going to be my free day, so I'm not going to do much work, but I want to at least do the collective before I relax. So, keyword faith. You have pulled this card to remind you to believe in yourself, your divinity, and to have faith in spirit. This may be a time when you have been facing questions about your life and asking for answers. You may wish to know if you are on your right path. This card tells you that you are divinely guided. Release all your doubts. If someone tells you that your dreams are not realistic, remember, who are they to judge your path? You have that voice within that gives you your answers. It will not lie to you. Listen to its message. It will only give you sound advice. It may be time for you to evaluate your belief in a higher power. Realize that you are a part of this higher intelligence. You are made of the same stuff. Have faith in your connection and rejoice that it is so. Believing is a very important step in actually manifesting your good on earth. Believe also in the other realms that you cannot necessarily see. They believe in you. Like you, they are divine by birth. They will help you work with the concept of faith if you just ask for their help. And then the overall message is believe in the fairies today. And let's look at 44, gift revealed. Okay, so the keyword with this one is surprise. Fairies love good surprises. However, when they are faced with a surprise that isn't quite what they asked for, they pout. Pouting soon turns to a smile and laughter as they realize that everything comes with its own gift. They always look until they find the gift. If life gives you something that you aren't completely thrilled with, keep an open mind. Often the best things come disguised. Look below the surface and see what a person or situation holds for you. Do not be quick to judge new people. Not everything is revealed on the spot. Connect with the person and work to understand where they are coming from. Their experience is different from yours, so take the time to see what makes them tick and what they have to offer. They are just as important as you are. Do the same with situations. Understand that what appears to be the case may not be the truth at all. Remember that solutions can come in the strangest of ways when you allow them to do so. Always ask that Spirit create the perfect situation for you. Find the gift in all things. Okay. So I get this message where it's talking about not everything is as it appears, because I knew in the dream, I had this intuitive knowing that that creature was not as bad as people saw it as. It was a fearsome creature, but it was more like their fear almost angered it. Like there was this resentment, like, oh, you want to be afraid of me? Let me show you why you should be afraid of me. And it wasn't, I knew that as long as you showed it love or you didn't show it fear, it would calm down. So I'm not really sure what the believe one is about. Well, let's find out. Let's find out. What does this have to do with the dream and today's collective? What's the message in the dream for today's collective? We've got 9 of summer, wishes come true, dreams fulfilled, magical time of life. 5 of winter, walk away from dishonest associations, realizing that what you thought you wanted isn't the best choice for your happiness, something that's not worth the effort. Okay. Renewal. Review the past and the present so you can plan a bright new future. Understanding your life purpose, releasing judgments of yourself and others. 6 of spring. Wonderful news is on its way. Smart choices that bring rewards, success, and public recognition. 5 of autumn. Reach out to others for assistance. Poor timing for a career change. Feeling challenged by money issues. Hold on. Let me scoot these over. Okay. Overall energy. 10 of summer, an emotionally fulfilling life with family or friends, raising children wisely, people you can trust. All right. So this is a little, it's not what I was expecting. Let me put it that way. Because what I'm feeling here is that this is more of an energy. The beast could be like a dream, like a dream that you've been wanting to accomplish, a goal that you've been wanting to accomplish, but you're afraid of it. You're either afraid of what you will become, or you're afraid of being in the public eye. You're afraid that you're not worthy. You're afraid that you're just wasting your effort. And yet this is a major arcana, and this is basically the judgment card. And it's about awakening something within us. This is your life purpose. I think that this is a reminder, and we've been seeing this recently in the readings, but it's a reminder that this is the future you want. When you desire a certain future, it's because it's meant for you. A lot of people stop themselves from pursuing the future they want because they've been told, oh, everybody wants that future. And that's not true. That is not true. Not everybody wants the same future. Sometimes you will be around people who want the same future as you because that's your soul tribe. But if you go and talk to random people, they all want different things. Some people want to build a company. Other people want to build a family. Other people want to be famous. Other people want to be a singer. Other people want to be private, but they want their work to be famous. It's like everybody wants something different. And I think you're underestimating that. You're assuming that what you want, everybody wants, and it's a pipe dream. Clarify the Nine of Summer. Actually, let's clarify the Ten of Summer first. No, because then I'll have to pick those cards back up. Never mind. These are pretty similar in energy anyway. So clarify Nine of Summer. Because look at this. Wishes come true. It's like something is for you. That's why the belief believe in faith. That's why it's here. Because okay. So in the dream, you know how I said the beast kept devouring people, right? I think that you may have seen people around you get devoured by pursuing certain dreams. And so you're sitting here like, no, I have to be strong. I can't be devoured. But the thing is, what you're not understanding is just like that beast like started nuzzling my hand, and it wasn't, when people approach things with fear, it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. You have to believe that this was meant for you, that the reason you're drawn to this is because this is your role. It's a surprise. I will say this, with gift revealed surprise, I feel like things may not develop the way you expect them to. And they're saying just keep an open mind. Don't release control. Release control of how you want things to go. Don't mentally defeat yourself because you're sitting here like, oh, well, I thought it was going to go this way and it didn't go that way. And it's like, no, let go of what didn't work. Because this is realizing that what you thought you wanted wasn't the best choice for your happiness. That's okay. Maybe you thought you were going to be connected to a certain person or connected to a certain career. And they're like, don't worry about that. Your wish will be fulfilled. Just let us do our job. Clarify Nine of Summer. Ace of Cups. Clarify Nine of Summer. Five of Wands. It came out sideways, so we're going to leave it sideways. Clarify Nine of Summer. Wow. Okay. I'm not laughing at you guys. I'm laughing with y'all because, yeah. Some of you have like this deep-rooted fear. Fear that this isn't really what you want, and that you're just like, what if you pursue this for your whole life and it just didn't turn out the way you wanted? But yet the Page of Wands is here because you're excited by the idea of pursuing this. You're excited by the idea of this being your career path. But the major arcana is fear. You're terrified. That's why it's saying, have faith, little one. Believe in yourself, believe in your path, believe in your spirit guides. They won't guide you down a road that's not meant for you. With the Five of Wands, there's times where you're up for the challenge, and then there's times where you're like, no, wait, I'm scared. That's why it came out sideways, because it's both. It's like you take one step forward and one step back, and one step forward and one step back. So you're kind of stuck, But it mostly comes from the fear that you're not good enough. And there's 2 5s here, well, 3 technically with this one, indicating that needs to change. You need to get out of this stuck place. Now, this tells me that there could be 2 ways, right? One, it could be that there's people around you kind of making you feel like, oh, you're going to fail. That's not going to work, blah, blah, blah. Or this is your own mind, because it is swords. It's your thoughts. It could be your own mind telling you this is not worth the effort. Clarify 5 of Winter. 4 of Swords. Clarify 5 of Winter. There's the 5 of Swords again. Clarify the 5 of Winter. Three of Cups reversed. With the Hierophant. See, for some of you, this could be the fact that you're being called into some sort of leadership role. And so you're kind of freaking out. The 4 and the 5 is the 9 of Swords. So especially when you're trying to sleep, especially when moments of calmness, your mind is just anxious. You're very anxious. 3 of Cups reversed. This would take it to the 3 of Pentacles, Capricorn Mars energy. So it's a compilation though. It's like multiple factors coming together. Because on one hand, the 3 of Cups reversed, because it's a general reading, so it's going to apply differently to different people, right? So on one hand, it could be that you may not have friends and you're feeling a little lonely and your thoughts are not helping. Or 2, you have friends, but they're not very good ones. And they might be saying things that put you in this really deep place of anxiety. Or 3, this is the past. You had friends that were not very good ones. And they might have said and done things that you still, like, this is like bullying, or this is like playfully telling people that they're not shit, you know? And this is still present in you. You're still needing to heal this. So the Hierophant, even if this isn't you, because for some of you, this is you. It's telling you, you are literally an authority in whatever you're trying to do. You are an authority with the 2 pillars. It represents, that's why the Hierophant is kind of similar to the High Priestess, because it represents being the in-between person between the spirit realm and the physical realm. So you are some sort of portal. You are some sort of messenger for divinity. And if you're not, if you know that that's not you, you're not someone who, you know, you don't really give messages or channeled messages or anything like that. If that's not you, then it could mean that you're about to come across somebody who is a teacher, somebody who is going to help you overcome this. And for others of you, this could represent the fact that maybe you are supposed to be in a leadership position and there's going to be some sort of organization. I'm saying leadership position again because of the 6 of Wands as well. But this could be an organization, a company that's coming towards you. And with the 5 of Swords, you're going to have a lot of discernment, because it could be that there's several. Maybe that's why you're hesitating. Use your discernment to make your decision, because you have to remember judgment. You already have good judgment. For you to be in this position right now, you're somebody who has good discernment. Trust yourself. Clarify renewal. 6 of Wands twice. 3 of Pentacles upright. And the Death card. Look at, what did I tell you? The 4 and the 5 is the 9. And here we go. What did I tell you? You got, you'll have a lot of anxiety. You have a lot of anxiety over what's coming up, but the Six of Wands has come out twice. I really feel like you are worried about being in the limelight. That's your biggest worry. It's not so much about you being afraid of not being qualified. It's more like maybe you're somebody who has a past of being bullied. And so being in the spotlight is almost terrifying to you because you haven't healed that wound. You're still letting whatever happened in the past have so much power over you. Yeah. Like you really do need to step into the energy of believing. Nine of Summer is the Nine of Cups. It's faith because it's Pisces Jupiter. Faith that you are deserving, faith that this is meant for you, faith that what you want wants you, that what you desire desires you, that you would not want these things if this is not what's meant for you. Because you've been building some sort of strong foundation, but it's time for a change. And I think the change is really scaring you. The change really has you in a chokehold because our subconscious, right? Our ego, not our subconscious, our ego, because those are two different things. The ego is like the lizard primal brain. It could be that in the past, anytime some major change happened in your life, things fell apart. And so now your ego is very resistant to change because it's scared. There's this deep fear of if I allow this change to happen, things could fall apart again. Especially if I go public, if I'm like in the limelight in some way, because now things will fall apart and everybody's going to watch it fall apart. So there's a lot of anxiety here. Clarify Six of Spring. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Five of Pentacles twice. I'm telling you. Five of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, clarify Six of Spring. Queen of Pentacles. With the Ace of Swords. You know, in the dream, I remember thinking that if these people would just focus on the creature and stop thinking about it's going to hurt them, the creature would calm down. So I feel like the creature is your mind. The creature has a lot to do with your desires, your wishes. And just like the people in the dream, a lot of you are focusing on what could go wrong, what could happen before it's happening. They're telling you to stop. You're creating a self-fulfilling prophecy because, and we've talked about this, right? When we are riding a bicycle, driving a car, wherever your eyes are, the car or the bike will follow. If you turn and focus on a tree, your hands, your body follows your eyes. That's why even in sports, they say, keep your eye on the ball because wherever your eyes are, your body will follow. And I feel like your eyes are on what could go wrong. Five of Pentacles twice tells me that you might feel like you're lacking in some, because keep in mind, nobody's perfect. That's just it. Nobody is perfect. Nobody. But you're sitting here thinking, but the things that are wrong with me, people, once I'm in the spotlight, they'll be able to see them. And then they'll pick them apart. And I'm not going to say that that can't happen. But I think with the Queen of Pentacles, you really need to nurture yourself. I'm not telling you, oh, you're being sensitive. Not that. Because this is obviously something really important. It's more about, how to put this? It's more about you needing to nurture your inner child so that your inner child understands that even if people try to pick you apart or they try to tell you you are unworthy, your opinion is the one that matters. Spirit's opinion is the one that matters. People who are going to say nasty things, you're going to have to walk away from them. They're not worth the effort. Thinking about them is giving them too high of a position. Because you're meant to be in a whole other playing field. People who are for you, people who are part of your tribe will find you. They're destined to find you. Almost like there's also this fear, Five of Pentacles, that you'll put yourself out there and then nobody will respond and you'll just look like a fool. But you're showing up in a strong energy, which is surprising that there's all this anxiety, but I really think it has a lot to do with your primal brain just rejecting the change is really what it is. Especially if you have a history of whenever something changed, things fell apart, your brain is like, no, we are safe here, we are safe. I would say create affirmations that say it is safe for me to be visible. It is safe for me to step into my purpose. It is safe for me to step into my wealth. Whatever it is that you're afraid of, create affirmations that tell you it is safe to do so, because the affirmations sink into your subconscious and your subconscious overrides your ego. As long as your subconscious wants something bad enough, it will soothe the ego. The ego is like that lion, that jaguar, panther, that giant animal. The ego will win unless you soothe it. Oh, that's what it was. Unless you give it love, unless you don't feed it fear. So this is what it's asking you, like, what are you feeding yourself? What are you feeding your mind? Do you keep feeding your ego all the ways things could go wrong, or are you soothing it? Queen of Pentacles is very soothing. That's why there's a little bunny here. She is the nurturer. You've got to nurture that primal part of yourself and get it to calm down so that it can allow ideas to flow, so that it can allow knowledge to flow, so that it stops blocking you. Okay, I'm going to stop part 1 here. If you guys want to watch part 2, please make sure to join the next level. If you're already on the next level, then I will see you guys on part 2. Bye-bye.